The sun cast a warm, golden hue over the school courtyard, where Natalie sat cross-legged on the grass with her friends, Jake and Lily. The conversation between them was animated, filled with excitement and enthusiasm, as Natalie recounted her recent evening with Max. Her eyes sparkled as she described how Max had surprised her by being kind and engaging, a stark contrast to his usual aloofness at school. Jake and Lily listened with a mixture of curiosity and surprise. They had always seen Max as a figure of high status and distance, so hearing about his more personable side was unexpected. The grass beneath them was warm and inviting, a perfect backdrop for Natalie's excited storytelling. Jake leaned in, showing genuine interest, while Lily's eyebrows arched in surprise at the unfamiliar side of Max. As the conversation continued, Max appeared on the scene. His presence was noticeable, and he approached the group with a confident yet friendly demeanor. The transformation in Max's behavior was apparent as he greeted Natalie and her friends with a genuine smile and a casual ease that was different from his typical school persona. Eventually, Jake and Lily had to leave due to other commitments. Their departure left Natalie and Max alone, and the focus of their conversation shifted to their shared academic interests. Max's newfound warmth extended to his interaction with Natalie as they discussed their subjects and supported each other's learning. Their discussion was interrupted when Emily and Sophie approached, drawn by the sight of Max and Natalie chatting so comfortably. They arrived with their usual air of superiority, their eyes gleaming with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. Their presence added a layer of tension to the otherwise friendly interaction. Emily and Sophie's arrival brought a sharp contrast to the easy rapport between Max and Natalie. Their questions about the date were laced with sarcasm, and their reactions to Max's genuine admiration for Natalie were dismissive. They seemed almost amused by the idea of Max finding genuine connection in someone like Natalie. As Max responded, he spoke highly of Natalie, describing her as kind and respectful. His sincere praise was met with skeptical laughter from Emily and Sophie. They exchanged mocking glances before walking away, their laughter echoing in the courtyard and leaving behind a palpable tension. Later that evening, Max and his friend Alan were deep in discussion about an upcoming adventure. The two were planning a trip that promised excitement and exploration. Natalie, curious about their plans, approached them and took a seat beside Max. Her interest was piqued by their conversation, and she sought more details about the trip. Max and Alan spoke enthusiastically about their plans to visit a place known as Haunted Forest. They described it as an area of natural beauty, though they noted that it was a restricted zone and they weren't supposed to venture too deep. The idea of seeing the forest's outer areas seemed thrilling yet a bit intimidating. Natalie's initial excitement about the adventure was tempered by a sense of unease. She had heard rumors about the forest's haunted reputation and its restricted status, which made her apprehensive. Despite her fears, Max and Alan's enthusiasm was infectious, and they encouraged her to join them. Natalie agreed to consider the invitation, but insisted on discussing it with her parents first. She promised to get back to Max and Alan after confirming with them. Her mind was a whirlwind of excitement and anxiety as she prepared to broach the subject with her parents. At home, Natalie mentioned the trip to her parents without revealing the forest's haunted reputation or its restrictions. She described it as a simple adventure with friends, seeking their approval. Her parents, seeing it as a wholesome outing, readily agreed to let her go. They were pleased to hear about her plans and encouraged her to enjoy the experience. With her parents' consent secured, Natalie felt a mixture of relief and apprehension. She was determined to face her fears and embrace the adventure, despite the unsettling rumors about the forest. The excitement of exploring new places and spending time with Max was enough to motivate her.